What's going on, guys? So I thought I would come in today and I would tell you what my theory is so far on what happened to the 4 students from the University of Idaho on the night that they were all murdered in their beds. Okay, so here's my thought process. You've got 4 friends, 2 20-year-olds, 2 21-year-olds. The 2 21-year-olds want to go out to the bar and have a fun night. The 2 20-year-olds know they can't drink at the bar. They can't really party at the bar so much, so they go to a house party instead. The 2 21-year-olds turn their location on their social medias, that way other friends can know that they're there. They go out to the bar, they're having fun. Remind you, these girls are very good-looking girls. These are not your typical girls. These are your Hollywood depiction of a college co-ed. If they were filming a movie about something like this, these are the girls who would star in the movie. Now, while they're at the bar, because of their attractiveness, they're going to get a lot of attention from males. Females too, let's be inclusive, but they're going to get a lot of attention from males. Males are going to offer to buy them drinks. They're going to try to get attention from them. They're going to try to hang around with them. They're going to try to be part of the group. Maybe they accepted drinks from somebody in the beginning, and later as the night went on, they started realizing that this person's been a little too pushy, a little too aggressive. We don't really feel comfortable around him anymore. So then white hoodie guy comes into play. Maybe white hoodie guy's at the bar with them and they tell him, hey, this guy's been a little too much. Can you walk us out, walk us over to the food truck so we can go home? The guy agrees, accepts, and walks them over to the food truck. He may have thought in his mind that he was going to go home with them or make sure they got all the way home. Who knows? While they're at the food truck, they order their food, they get their food, and then they leave in a hurry when their Uber shows up. Somebody said that they didn't even pay for their food at the food truck, and the food truck guy was fine with it because they were in such a hurry. Why were they in such a hurry? Maybe they were worried. Maybe they wanted to hurry up and get home so they felt safe. Maybe. Now, the white hoodie guy sees them run off to the car, and he's like, what the heck? I thought I was making sure you got home. Anyway, so he walks off, goes the other direction. Maybe that's the end of his story for the time being. Then they go home. They get home, they realize, oh, I left my location on my social media apps. So now anybody who had my social media apps knows where I am. They know where I live. They know where we just came to. The killer, who now has their social media apps from the time he spent with them at the bar, goes in, sees where they are, goes to the house, walks into the house on the 2nd floor through those sliding glass doors. The first level is an addition to the house, built later. So, if he didn't know that that was anything more than a parking deck, then he might not have known that anybody was down there, which is why he didn't go to the 1st floor. He starts his rampage on the 2nd floor. He goes into the bedroom. That's not the girls. It's a guy and another girl. But there's a guy there. If he goes upstairs and kills the other 2 girls and then comes back down, he may have to face this guy awake and ready to stop him. So he decides, okay, I'm going to get rid of the threat first. He kills Ethan first. When he kills Ethan, it wakes Xana up. Xana tries to fight back a little bit, but she's groggy. She just woke up. She's been drinking. Things happen. She doesn't really make a lot of noise in the sense, because if you've ever been woken up, especially to something insane happening, you're going to take a second to realize what's going on. And when you do that, that's too late. Somebody's standing over you with a knife, possibly able to cover your mouth, possibly able to hold you down, possibly suffocate. We don't know, but we do know that he stabbed these victims more than just the deadly blows. That could be because people are trying to move around and get away and he's slinging the knife to try to hurt them. I think it'd be more along the lines of he's a psychopath and that's what he's there to do. And he got carried away in his actions of what he was doing. And even though he had already landed the deadly shots, he wanted to make sure that they died. He then takes a second to gather himself in the room where he just killed Ethan and Xana. Then he goes upstairs to find the other 2 girls. He gets up there, he kills one, the other wakes up. That's where we get defensive wounds on the 2nd victim. He kills her. He comes down. The only people in the house at that point are the people on the 1st floor in an addition to the house. Now, here's something that people aren't thinking about when they think of how did they not hear it. An addition to the house is not built at the same time as the house, hence the word addition. So that house is going to have insulation in the outer walls that is made for soundproofing, that is going to be in between the addition and the main house, correct? So there's soundproof and insulation. It's like, how did you not know that something happened inside the house when you were outside the house? Same thing. So he comes down from killing them on the 3rd floor, goes back out the same entrance he came in. When he comes out, I think he either lives very close by and he was able to walk home without being spotted by any security cameras or door cameras or ring cameras or any other type of cameras or software, or we would have video of him by now. I don't believe the police have video of him, because if they did, why would they not release it? That would be a way for people to identify the killer. You don't even have to be able to see their face. You can identify somebody by the way they walk, by the way they carry themselves, by the way they hold their arms, by the way they slump over. You can identify people in a lot of different ways. So I believe he either lives close by or he parked in an area where he knew he would be able to get into his car and drive away from the scene without being caught by any cameras. There's no way that they would know that there weren't any doorbell cameras or private security cameras anywhere around unless you live in the area and you know the people. So I believe he lives close by. I believe it's another college student who maybe had some sick fantasy with one of the girls, who thought that he was going to get close to that fantasy that night and then got rejected. A sociopath does crazy things. There is no rhyme or reason to the things that they do aside from, oh, it benefits me, so this is what I'm going to do. I don't believe that it's just some stranger passing through. I don't believe that this person has ever carried out this type of crime before, because there hasn't been this type of crime carried out in the area, and I believe the person is local to the area. I could be wrong. This is speculation. None of this is a fact. It's just based off of what I know so far and what I think. We don't know what we don't know. Maybe the police have more information, but they have not let us know yet. I can tell you that they don't have him on video, or we would have seen that video by now. I would feel like there's more information on the phones that we don't know about, and that's why they're calling it a targeted attack and saying they can't let us know why they know it's a targeted attack. The more I've thought about it, that's kind of the only thing that makes sense. Maybe the girls were messaging each other back and forth about somebody. Maybe that person was messaging the girls, the person that they think may be a killer. Maybe they're saying they don't have a suspect when they do. I'm not sure. It makes no sense to say it's a targeted attack if you don't have some type of information pointing to it being a targeted attack, right? This is just my theory, though. This is just where I'm at so far. This is where my mind goes immediately. Pretty girls at a bar, somebody wanting to buy them drinks, somebody wanting to get close to them. Maybe they accept the drink. Maybe the person thinks that he has an in when he really doesn't. He gets a little too pushy. They get worried about it. They want to leave. Could it be the guy in the white hoodie? Yes. It could be anybody. We don't know. Hopefully, the cops have more information. Hopefully, the cops give us more information so we can try to figure out what's going on. Comment down below and let me know what you think. Like the video, subscribe to the channel to see more. Have a great day, and we'll see you later.